Hello, welcome back to Channeling Truth. I was just sitting here folding some laundry, putting some laundry away, and a thought occurred to me is with all this talk about the law of attraction and creating your own reality, some people may feel like, what about all the bad things that happen in the world? Are they really that person's fault? Are really children born into this world and they've created this vibration that gives them cancer? And a lot of people don't really talk about that, but what came to me and what I have to say about it and what I believe is that you set an intention when you come here. And a lot of times when children especially come here with these diseases and stuff, they may come here to experience that, but they might be here also to co-create some sort of trauma or tragedy in an adult. And that's generally, I think, my belief on why that happens. Why people lose young children and stuff is because they came here with an intention to experience a certain kind of trauma. And there's really nothing more traumatic and tragic as losing a child. I, fortunately, have never had to experience that in this lifetime. However, I do know people who have, and it's horrible. It's horrible. So, it's really hard for us to understand that we come here with these intentions to hurt ourselves. It's really hard to grasp on and to accept that reality. However, you don't have to. It's not important for you to know that you came here with that intention. What's important is what you've learned from it and how you experience it. And you have to remember your energetic self is also experiencing this. So even though you don't physically understand why it's happening, your energetic self knows the reason why it's happening. So don't get so down and beat yourself up over maybe creating some sort of like negative reality in your existence and thinking that it was your fault. And people want to like go off and say that spirituality is just a reason for people to not blame themselves and to like pass the blame off on somebody else. But in all actuality, spirituality focuses the attention on the self. So in the spirituality that I'm practicing in living with really deals with self-focusing. So we pretty much put all the blame on ourselves. And I want to shed light on that because I don't think that's the proper way to do it either. By focusing on that aspect of it, the spiritual aspect of it, you're ignoring the self aspect of it. And that's really what you need to know and understand. So just an example, I don't have like a lot of traumatic things happening in my life. My mother-in-law has stage 4 lung cancer, which is super sad, but she's doing really good. And she just got like almost a clean bill of health. So even the things that are like really bad happening to us, they just seem to be getting better. So I'm not really, trauma isn't really falling on my shoulders right now. However, I do have an example with my husband because we own a retail store where we sell products online that we discover and create ourselves. And obviously, like UPS and FedEx and stuff, they lose packages sometimes. And he was getting really frustrated because his customers were losing the packages, and he has these ideas that the USPS people are just like stealing the packages and saying that they're delivered, and he has all these beliefs about it. And I kind of brought it to his attention, and then he got all mad at me because he's like, so you think I'm creating these lost packages? You think I'm focusing on that and like putting that into my reality? And it dawned on me that no, you're not focusing on it. You are focusing on it, but you're not creating it. Just because you focus on something doesn't mean you've created it, because there's a lot of other people that you're co-creating that process with. So here's an example. UPS and FedEx and USPS are going to lose packages no matter whether or not you're focusing on it. But if you focus on it, you're going to see more of those examples. And if you have these false beliefs that they are going to lose all your packages, then you're putting attention to that. And of course, you're going to see more of it because you're putting attention to it. It's not that you're creating it to happen. You're just focusing on it in a way that it brings more attention to it in your life. So you're going to see it more. And that's what like the law of attraction really is. And that's what creating your own reality really is. It's not that you're necessarily creating these bad things to happen, but you're focusing on them enough and thinking about them in the way so that they can keep existing. And it's not just like if everybody had a peaceful thought of no racism, everybody had the opposite effect. Like, we love all people no matter what. We love all people no matter what. There's still going to be racism. There's still sexist against women. There's people still hate gay people. You know, there's still that kind of contrast out there. But if we focus on the positive aspects of them, if we focus on if we rethink ourselves and to think more positive about the things that we want in our life, that's what we're going to draw into our life. That's what we're going to see in our life. So, no, you don't create those things. Not always. However, if you focus on them, you're going to draw them into your life and you're going to see them more. Okay? So I hope that helps, narrow down, why these things happen. I hope that sheds some light on how you guys feel about it. But that's all I had to say for today. I think the bath water's full, so I better go get my little one in the tub and keep folding this laundry. So thanks for joining me. Bye.